Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader and in this video we are taking a look at should you be buying this AMD stock dip or should you be staying away from it? Because a couple of days ago I talked about when price action on AMD was around $235 that I mentioned that we will be heading down towards 185. We got as close to as 195, so just $10 short of 185. So our plan worked out just as how I mentioned technically, right? Well, before going further, as always, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. Now the question is that should you be buying this dip on AMD? Let's get to the weekly interval real quick first. So we did have that top line uh, resistance on the trend over there. And on the weekly interval, it's a healthy pullback technically until $185. Okay, now the point is that, as I said, should you be buying this dip or should you not? Now it all comes down to price action giving us or showing us some signs of confirmation of a good uptrend. Am I seeing any of that right now? No. We do have some buying coming in at this down wick over here we have. However, this is just a rebound right now. It's not sufficient for us to say it's bullish because it's not. It's going to take, even if it, let's say, forms a base over here, it's going to take a couple of days for it to show us those signs. And just because it's a little bit showing buying signs here, as I said, it doesn't mean it's going to even show us signs of base formation because I still think AMD has room to still test 185. We may bounce a little bit up over there, like we can go a little bit sideways like that, but I also do think we may slip a little bit lower than 185 as well. So because we are also in that direction right now, and these type of price action, when we do have a slippage, they don't usually recover without, especially when the overall market is also a little bit selling off, until they fully retrace back to where the price action has some previous good support. Okay, now, or the other way is that is the momentum just stays in them after those huge gap ups and they just push through and continue to push through, which AMD did for a couple of days and maybe for weeks as well. But then eventually once it failed, that's when it just where it's like, okay, now it's going to fall to a stronger support zone, and then we'll see the price action over there. Let's get to the weekly interval, hourly interval. And I want to talk about possibility of rebounds and those levels to watch. That is the level above at 213. If we push above that, let's say, it can a little bit do rebounds until 227, but I would not bet anything more than that right now into the rebound if we start to get above 213. Overall direction though still will remain negative, and you got to be careful with the rebounds because there is no guarantee how much the rebound would show up. Okay, because we are going against the structure in the rebound, which is the structures in the negative side on the downtrend. So anyhow, coming back to the daily interval, I do think AMD still has a room to slip much lower, that is at 185, and then after that below maybe $160 range. Now that would be the time I would consider, or if it shows me some uptrend before that, some stabilization before that, then only it's a time to buy the dip. I hate to buy in the extensions. That's why I went to my members on Patreon. I mentioned them. I am not interested buying over here, even through these structure is bullish over here. This is my time to just start exiting my swing position. And that's what I was doing. That's what I was telling members as well. And even if let's say this is a, you would be like, oh, it's still down, why not buy it over here, right? It's still down what, 23 24% almost since the top, but it can get cheaper as well there, unless or otherwise you see a price action hold, right? There is no guarantee that it's going to go all the way to the top there again. So this 24% decline from there doesn't mean it's a buy. There is no guarantee it's going to go up there. So let the price action do its thing, let it stabilize, and then we'll see where is a good buying opportunity. Don't FOMO into the market. Don't buy blindly just because things are a little bit cheaper than last couple of days. Okay, it could be just that they were inflated. Now it's a good correction. It's a healthy correction. I would be interested to look into AMD again at 185 to $160. That's where I'm interested to see if it can form some base here. That's where I would like to start another position again. If it doesn't do that, well, well, or if it shows an uptrend from here itself, which would at least take a couple of days, as I said, until right now, even rebound until 227, as we break that 213 on the hourly interval, it's just a rebound. Okay, until 227 on the overall structure. It's gonna take some time, or I see some more stabilization here, then, but that's many days away, even if it has to happen that way. All right, so you do have some executives selling shares on AMD as well, which is fine. Every company executive, or they share, whoever have options, they do it, so anyways, and also, why not, it's extended, yeah, they should take advantage of that, right? So anyways, guys, that's all I had for you in this video for AMD, and with that, we'll see you in the next videos. Take care, bye.